Oh my god, you guys. I have just found, not sure if anybody's covered this, and I haven't seen anything on YouTube about it, but the Master Sword is completely god tier. Like, you guys have no idea how freaking excited I was to discover this. And not discover, but just to try it out. This is like fucking ridiculous. You won't believe this. Okay, so you know how the Master Sword has a base attack of 30, right? And I had made a previous video bashing about it. Well, I completely changed my mind. This weapon will be the god tier of all weapons, no matter what two-handed weapon you find, no matter what spear, and no matter what one-handed weapon you find. The Master Sword is undeniably the best weapon in the game, and I'll explain to you that in a minute. Okay, so I was, since I have nothing better to do with my life, I was wondering, I was like, you know what? Is there a difference in durability when the Master Sword isn't activated and when the Master Sword is activated? So, I went ahead and did a little bit of research and I did my work, and let me just tell you that the Master Sword, when powered up at 60, it's, how Goku says it's over 9,000? Yeah, the damage that it outputs is literally over 9,000. And that's not even paired up with the barbarian armor. It's fucking ridiculous. Okay, so let me go ahead and show you what the durability is of the Master Sword when it's not powered up. We're going to go ahead and go up against the silver line now, just so you guys can see. And then I'll show you the real deal of the Master Sword. Okay, so our Master Sword just broke, and we have to wait 10 minutes, right? Okay, so within the time that we use the Master Sword, let me unequip this real quick. Okay, so we brought down its health from 5,000 to 3,770. That's a total damage of 1,230. Now, the double, you know how when the weapon breaks when the weapon breaks, it does double the damage? Yeah, well, this doesn't apply to the Master Sword. The Master Sword, let's see. The Master Sword is the only weapon in the game that when it breaks, it does not do double the damage. So with, hold on, sorry, my phone's acting up. Okay, so with the 1230 divided by 30, that's a max durability of 41. Now I know that's not great, and this is where I started thinking. I was like, okay, so what happens when the Master Sword is powered up? Like, other than the fact that it gets an increase in attack, does the durability increase? Well, you're fucking right, it does. Like, it's ridiculous. Let me go ahead and warp to the Hyrule Castle. I don't even care if the song's gonna be copyrighted. I don't even care if this video is gonna be copyrighted, because everybody needs to know that the Master Sword is going to be, because of the hard mode, not even in hard mode, the Trial of the Swords that's going to be released, that is going to put the Master Sword at God tier. I promise you. So let me go ahead and go to Hyrule Castle because that's the only time. Well, other than fighting guardians, that is one time where the Master Sword is always going to be powered up. So remember, you guys, 1,230 at 41 hits. Okay, so remember that. Now let me go ahead and teleport over to Hyrule Castle. Okay, you guys, I have teleported over to the Hyrule Castle. Now, thankfully, I don't ever farm these Lionels because these Lionels never drop any oh, sorry, I'm dying. They never drop any equipment. They just drop arrows and materials. So, thankfully, they're still there. There's a blue Lionel and then there's a white Lionel. The blue Lionel has 3,000 health. The white Lionel has 4,000. So, I'm going to go ahead and equip the Champion's Tunic just so that we can see the health bar. Okay, so this is where it gets good. This is where you can see that the Master Sword will be the #1 weapon in the game when the DLC comes out. So let me go ahead and demonstrate it, and then I'll recap what just happened. Okay, so as you guys saw, we just took out the blue Lino without even the dialogue saying that the Master Sword is going to run out of energy. And what does that mean? You might think that means nothing, but let me do this. So 3,000 divided by 60, that's 50. 50 hits. Okay, so it went from 41 to 50. Okay, that's not, it's a little bit of increase. Yeah, you're right. It's only 9 more hits. That's fine. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and make our way over to the second gate house, which has a white Lino. Well then, this is the first time that it's actually dropped equipment. I am surprised. Like I did this before and it didn't drop any equipment. Huh. That's new. I'm gonna see if it has any traits. I keep dying. I'm gonna see if it has any traits on it. Okay, so that was a first for me. It dropped equipment, but it didn't have any any traits on it, so I don't really care about it. Okay, now we can go ahead and make our way over to the second gatehouse. Okay, so as you guys can see, the white line now has a health bar of 4,000. So we'll go ahead and dish out the Master Sword and see how much damage it does. Okay, as you guys saw, we took down the white Lionel with the Master Sword, and we still didn't get the your Master Sword is going to run out of energy dialogue. What does that mean? So the white Lionel has a health bar of 4,000, right? If you divide that by 60, well, I already did all this. I just wanted to share it. The actual number that it took to take it down was 67. Yeah, 67. And we still got to add on the 50 hits from the blue Lionel. So right now we are sitting at 117 hits. That is ridiculous, but it's still not done. It's still not over. Wait till you guys see what else it can do. Okay, so above us on the gatehouse, there are two drones that each have a health of 1,500. So, yep, that's right. We're going to go ahead and take out both of them. So just you guys watch, and then I'll explain after we take them out. Okay, so almost after I fucking died. Okay, so you guys see that each of those drones had a health of 1,500, right? So if we do the math, remember, right now we are sitting at 117 hits with the Master Sword. So 1,500 divided by 60 is 25. 25 hits plus the other drone, that's 50. That's another 50 hits. So 117 plus 50, we are sitting at 167 durability. And we still haven't gotten the dialogue saying that our weapon's going to run out of energy. So we still gotta go ahead and find some more drones. So I'm gonna make my way over to the other one that I found, and then I'll get back to you guys. Okay, you see that, guys? We almost took out a third drone. Now, let me go ahead and explain. It says that its health bar is at 240, right? Well, it should really be at 180. But if you noticed, when I was fighting the white Lionel, I accidentally did a jump attack and the first hit landed and not the second hit. So that extra hit that didn't land should have been used against this drone, which would have put its health all the way down to 180. So we'll do the math. Remember, right now we are sitting at 167 hits of durability with the Master Sword. So 1,500 minus 180 is 1,320 divided by 60 is 22. So 167 plus 22, 189 hits of durability with the powered up Master Sword. That's ridiculous. So if we do 189, which is the amount of durability, times its damage, which is 60, that's 11,340 damage. That's ridiculous. That is 2 silver Lionels without it even breaking. And we haven't even used the Barbarian armor with the 50% increase. So with the 50% increase, it puts its attack at 90, right? So 189 times 90, 17,010. That's 3 silver Lionels with 2,010 damage remaining to dish out on whatever. So yeah, this is going to be, I changed my mind. I had made a video saying that I don't think the Master Sword was going to be worth it, doing the trial of sword, enabling the Master Sword to be permanently unlocked, but this changes everything. It's definitely going to be worth it. If you can dish out that amount of damage with one weapon, and look, let's see, let's go back to the weapon. And it only takes 10 minutes to recharge. That's ridiculous. Now, they might have noticed, I don't know if they noticed it or if they did this on purpose with the whole powered up state, but maybe they're going to compensate for so much damage and increase the time that it takes for it to recharge. Maybe they'll do 20 minutes, maybe they'll do 30 minutes, you never know. But either way, a maximum damage of 17,010. That is ridiculous. I can't believe it. Like, I'm completely blown away. This is definitely going to be worth doing the Trial of the Swords. Completing that and unlocking the Master Sword is definitely going to be something that you want to do. Even if you're already beating the game and you have nothing else to do, unlocking the Master Sword is still going to be worth the time if you ever decide to play the game again. And that is the only weapon that you're going to need for a long, long amount of time. So, you guys, in recap, the Master Sword goes from a base 30 to base 41 hits to a powered up state of 60 attack at 189 hits of durability. That is freaking ridiculous. And I'm so glad that I did this because now everybody should know about it. Everybody should want to do the Trial of the Swords. You should definitely do it. Okay, well, that was it for this video, you guys. Hopefully you enjoyed it. I definitely enjoyed discovering this, and I'm glad that I covered it and I'm able to share it with you guys. The Master Sword will be God tier, the best weapon in the game by far. Now, right now, it's not particularly the best weapon, but it's the best weapon to go up against Guardians, because when you go up against Guardians, it does have that powered up state, I believe. You know what? Before I say that and bite myself, I am going to reload it. Okay, I'm gonna reload it and I'm gonna go up against one of those standstill guardians just to see that if it does power up going up against the guardians. Because if it does, this is the best weapon to use if you're trying to farm up um for guardian parts. And I'm actually gonna warp to the Hyrule Field Tower, so that way I'm not in range of the Hyrule Castle because it's powered up because of the Hyrule Castle. So I'll go out of range and see if that powers up on its own. Okay, so definitely the Master Sword does go in a powered up state mode when fighting Guardians. So yeah, this is by far the best weapon to use when you're fighting Guardian, when you're farming Guardians. So I know this video has been long, but you guys, I cannot stress this enough, and I completely take back the words that I said about the Master Sword. Doing the Trial of Sword in the beginning, if you're starting a new game, if you're a new player, or even if you just wanted to start a new game and want to do the Trial of Swords, definitely do it. The Master Sword is going to be the best game, the best weapon in the game when the DLC is released. So that's it for this video, you guys. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for watching. I'm so glad I could share this with you guys. Hopefully you guys learned something, and hopefully I enlightened what the Master Sword is right now, and what it will become once the DLC comes out. As always, you guys, thanks for watching, and I will catch you next time.